This summer I went to the hospital several times. I was in and out a lot, but a couple times was just for x-rays, MRI tests to send to a doctor. There's a couple doctors that have a clinic in Germany that can fix various spinal disorders and problems. So I have severe scoliosis. It's not that obvious when I'm just sitting here, but I got this x-ray machine here. This is an app on my tablet that x-rays me. And you can see how severe, and that's actually it. I'm lying. This actually is my x-ray. That is my spine. It's a 63-degree curve, but this is just a picture. They let me take pictures of the x-ray. That's a full-length x-ray. Now, what I thought was good news was when I do a lift, when I go like this, it straightens out a fair bit. This is sitting, and they did it right from my chin all the way to my pelvis. But then my knees were in the way. So my pelvis bone is there and then way down here. So I'm sitting basically on, all my weight is on my right pelvis. It's a 65 or 66 degree curve because they take this angle and then this angle, and that's how they calculate the curvature. That's sitting loaded. The good news is when I'm doing a lift with my arms, lifting the weight off of my pelvis, look how much it straightens up. It's significant. So sitting, normal, load, no load. I mean, there's always going to be this right there. Those two vertebrae are fused, and there's the only way to get those straight is by breaking them. I don't think they would ever do that, but there is a doctor in Germany that can straighten me out with discs, pliable, flexible discs that so I'm not going to be fused. I would not be fused from here to my pelvis like what they would do in North America. This is a close-up of my first set of x-rays, and it's about the middle, well, T11, 12, L1. So these are the two that are fused. And then this L1 is twisted and kind of jacked. It's not, these two aren't happy. They don't like being like that. So fine. Most of the time it's under load like that. So my organs, all my weight is on this hip. My pelvis is sitting at a degree like this. My ribs are inside, like 4 or 5 ribs are inside of my pelvis. And that causes a lot of discomfort. Just, of course, the curvature itself causes a ton of discomfort. And probably some of my kidney problems, my digestive problems, and my lungs. My breathing as well is affected. I'm going to include a little bit of footage of what it was like in the hospital. The last time I did it, it got deleted because it went against the WHO, which I was just showing what it was like in the hospital. It was very quiet. And apparently the truth and videoing the truth, it goes against who? Who does it go against? Again. There's a couple of people down there. One there. There's the looking down at the atrium. There's two people walking. Down here, empty again. Always up there. To Germany. Plus I had to fill out an application, a pretty lengthy application, get MRI x-rays and send it to these guys. And they originally said, yeah, the scoliosis, they can fix if it's too severe, not 100%. And which I didn't expect that they would ever be able to get me straight. But they do it without fusion. They use flexible discs. They replace the discs. And I got some bad news. They came back and said it's not possible. My scoliosis is too severe and it would be too dangerous. They would have to remove and replace all the discs from T4, that's about there, all the way to my pelvis. So from there, right to my pelvis. All those discs would have to be replaced with probably wedge-shaped disc to straighten it out. It'd be too lengthy and too dangerous, they said. So they wouldn't attempt it. And they advised not to get the 30-year-old surgery, 30-year-old technology that they would use in North America, where they would fuse. They would fuse me from here to my pelvis. They said that definitely isn't the way to go. So what's the answer? Live like this as long as I can. I do have a back brace that I can wear for a couple hours at a time. Okay, you can see this. It's a hard plastic clam. They call them clamshells because they open up and you squeeze into them. This one pushes down on this hip, that part, my right side, and I mean my left side, which straightens me up. It does make me sit a couple inches higher for sure, because when I do my lift, and I just stay. So probably sitting. You can't bend like this. When you can't bend from here to here, you're not as agile. It's really, it's harder to wheel, that's for sure. But anyways, it does keep me straight while I'm wearing it. So the answer might be I might have to wear this more often, like all the time when I'm sitting, when I'm in the house. I mean, it does squish on my stomach quite a bit, and which isn't good for this part of my body. So, or even my bladder, it's not great. But I'll show you what it's like. Take off. So, this was custom made in Calgary, and they did a good job. It works. So I don't know what's going on with that. Looks like there's a ghost in my down there. Whatever that is. That doesn't look right. 2 eyes, 2 ears, a cat. Holy. Don't know if the doctors noticed that. They're busy looking at my spine. They didn't notice that I got a cat in my pelvis.